Hello and welcome to CVR News Network. You are watching CVR English and these are the headlines of the hour. Rahul Gandhi accuses Jaishankar of seeking Trump coronation invite for PM. Jaishankar slams Rahul Gandhi for vague claims about US visit. Amit Shah slams AAP, says Delhi voters must choose between corrupt AAP and promise fulfill long PM Modi. Kejriwal holds massive road show, confident of AAP winning 55 seats. Kejriwal appeals to women, convince family, says BJP is a party for the rich. 5th February 2025 declared a public holiday in Delhi. Holiday applies to government officers, local bodies and PSUs due to Delhi elections. Supreme Court terms Kumbh stampede unfortunate. 30 people killed in the incident. The news in detail. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar responded to Rahul Gandhi's claims about his visit in the US December 2024. In a tweet, he clarified that his trip was focused on meeting with the US Secretary of State and National Security Advisor, as well as chairing gathering of India's Councils General. He further emphasized that at no point was an invitation for the Prime Minister discussed, as it is well known that Indian Prime Minister does not attend such events. Jaishankar stated that India is typically represented by special envoys at these occasions. He also criticized Rahul Gandhi for spreading falsehood that, although likely politically motivated, harm India's image abroad. Union Home Minister Amit Shah stated that voting for the Delhi election 2025 will take place on 5th February. He emphasized that voters would have to choose who will govern the city for the next 5 years. He criticized AAP government, calling it a regime filled with lies and corruption, and contrasted it with Prime Minister Narendra Modi's leadership, highlighting that Modi always fulfills his promises.
मैं सीधी बात पर इसलिए आता हूं कि मेरे पास 20 ही मिनट है, ज्यादा समय नहीं है, प्रचार बंद हो जाएगा। अरे द्वारका वाले तो अकल वालों को इशारा ही काफी होता है, ठीक है ना भाई। ये 5 तारीख को जो चुनाव है, उस चुनाव में आपने तय करना है कि अगले 5 साल दिल्ली की सरकार, दिल्ली का शासन किसको सौंपना है, किस पार्टी को सौंपना है, किस व्यक्ति को सौंपना है। एक और ये झूठों के सरदार वाले अरविंद केजरीवाल और उनकी आपदा है, और दूसरी ओर देश को विकास के रास्ते पर ले जाने वाले नरेंद्र मोदी है, नरेंद्र मोदी। ये दोनों के बीच में आपने तय करना है। मैं आज आपको बताने आया हूं, मोदी जी ने जो भी वादा किया वो सब वादे पूरे किए। मोदी जी ने कहा था 2013 में किस देश से हम आतंकवाद को समाप्त कर देंगे। मोदी जी प्रधानमंत्री बने, कांग्रेस पार्टी के प्रधानमंत्री के वक्त की आदत पड़ी थी। पाकिस्तान वालों ने उरी और पुलवामा में हमला किया, हमारे जवानों को जिंदा जला दिया। उनको लगता था क्या होने वाला है, मगर भाइयों बहनों वो भूल गए कि अब मौनी बाबा मनमोहन सिंह की सरकार नहीं है, नरेंद्र मोदी की सरकार है। कांग्रेस पार्टी की सरकार नहीं है, भाजपा की सरकार है। हमले के 10 ही दिन में सर्जिकल स्ट्राइक और एयर स्ट्राइक कर पाकिस्तान के घर में घुसकर आतंकवादियों का सफाया करने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने। और भाइयों बहनों, देखते 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 महीने में 3-3 बार बम धमाके होते थे। 10 साल से बम धमाके का नाम सुना है क्या? अरे जोर से बोलो, सुना है क्या? नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने देश को आतंकवाद से मुक्त कराने का काम नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने किया। नरेंद्र मोदी जी ने देश में हर तरह के हथियारी ग्रुपों को समाप्त करने का बीड़ा उठाया है। बहनों, ये 5 तारीख को चुनाव है। मैं सीधी बात।
The government of Delhi has declared 5th February 2025 as a public holiday for all government officers, local and autonomous bodies and public sector undertakings in the city in view of the upcoming Delhi election 2025. This holiday is being observed to ensure the smooth conduct of the election process. Addressing a public rally in Burari for JDU candidate Shailendra Kumar, Union Minister and BJP Chief JP Nadda emphasized that the upcoming election is a chance to transform the Taqdeer, which means destiny, and Tasveer, which means image of Delhi. He stated that this election is an opportunity to remove the Aam Aadmi Party, which he referred to Aapda, and take Delhi towards becoming the Vikasit Delhi. Nadda also criticized the Aap government, calling it a regime where Arvind Kejriwal is a lying machine. He accused Kejriwal and Aap of being synonymous with lies and corruption, labeling them as an encyclopedia of lies. He further claimed that in the past 10 years, apart from misleading the public, the Aap government had done nothing and had instead broken records of corruption. Nadda's comments were aimed at highlighting what he sees as the failures of the Aap government.
यह चुनाव सिर्फ शैलेंद्र जी को चुनाव जिताने का नहीं है। यह चुनाव सिर्फ कमल ही तीर है और तीर ही कमल है, इसका चुनाव नहीं है। यह चुनाव दिल्ली की तकदीर और तस्वीर बदलने का चुनाव है। याद रखना मेरी बात। यह चुनाव आम आदमी पार्टी, जिसे हम आपदा के नाम से जानते हैं, ये आपदा से मुक्ति पाने का चुनाव है। और यह चुनाव दिल्ली को फिर से विकसित दिल्ली की तरफ बढ़ने का चुनाव है। और इसीलिए मैं आपसे यह विनम्र करबद्ध निवेदन करने आया हूं कि आप 5 तारीख के लिए सिर्फ आपका ही वोट नहीं चाहिए, मुझे आपके मोहल्ले का वोट चाहिए, आपके पड़ोसी का वोट चाहिए, आपके परिवार वालों का वोट चाहिए, सबका वोट चाहिए ताकि हम इस बदलाव को आगे ला सकें। ये ऐसी सरकार रही है जो केजरीवाल ये झूठ बोलने की मशीन है, झूठ बोलने की मशीन। ये केजरीवाल, ये आपदा पार्टी, ये झूठ और भ्रष्टाचार की संपदा है और ये झूठ का इंसाइक्लोपीडिया है। सिवाय झूठ बोलने के, सिवाय लोगों को गुमराह करने के, इन लोगों ने पूरे 10 साल में कुछ नहीं किया और भ्रष्टाचार में तो रिकॉर्ड ब्रेक कर दिया। मैं
Ex-serviceman Manzoor Ahmed Wagai's younger brother expressed his grief, stating he used to stay at home. He retired in 2021 and only demand is that we want justice and nothing else. He was running his own business. Manzoor Ahmed Wagai was tragically shot dead by terrorists in the Behi Bagh area of South Kashmir's Kulgam, with his wife and daughter also injured in the attack. Security personnel are conducting checks in the area as visuals show the ongoing efforts. The family is deeply mourning at the loss of their loved one following this tragic incident. Jammu and Kashmir, while accessing the NCC cadets who participated in Republic Day 2025 celebrations, Chief Minister Omar Abdullah acknowledged the increased pressure on the cadets compared to others. He pointed out in the past the marking system was more lenient, but now with the cutoffs reaching 100% in many colleges, the competition has become even tougher. Despite these challenges, the cadets continue to dedicate their time to joining the NCC. Omar Abdullah emphasized that these NCC cadets represent a diverse cross-section of Jammu and Kashmir, hailing from Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh.
And I acknowledge that the pressures on you now are perhaps far more than they were on us. जब मैं स्कूल में था, हमारे इम्तिहान में अगर 70 तो कम कहूँगा, 80% अगर मार्क्स आपको मिल जाते थे तो वो बहुत बड़ी बात थी। डिस्टिंक्शन क्रॉस करना मतलब कि आपने अब जो आपको कॉलेज चाहिए उस कॉलेज में आप एडमिशन हासिल कर सकोगे। आज मैं जब देखता हूं जो आप पे दबाव बना रहता है, जो आपसे मार्क्स की उम्मीद की जाती है, कुछ ऐसे कॉलेजेस हैं जो कहते हैं कि कट ऑफ जो है वो 100% होगा, 100% इज द कट ऑफ। और मैं अपनी जगह सोचता हूं व्हाट कैन यू गेट मोर देन 100%? As far as I'm concerned, 100% is the ceiling. If 100% is the cutoff, then where do you go from there? But in spite of that, you take time out. You join the NCC. You take time out. You travel to Delhi to participate in the Republic Day celebrations, and you build relationships not just amongst yourselves. One is the relationships that are formed amongst the 127 of you that travel to Delhi. Important in itself, because you represent a cross-section of Jammu and Kashmir. Unity and diversity is exemplified in this room. You are from Kashmir, you are from Jammu, you are from Ladakh. Within Jammu, you are from the plains, you are from the mountains. within Kashmir, you're from the north, you're from the center, you're from the south. And not just that, then you go to Delhi and you meet cadets from across the country. And I'm sure the relationships, the bonds that you formed amongst your fellow cadets in Delhi will be relationships that will last you a lifetime. They will be people you can count on in your deepest, darkest days. And I acknowledge that the pressures on you now are perhaps far more than they were on us. जब मैं स्कूल में था, हमारे इम्तिहान में अगर 70 तो कम.
Andhra Pradesh Chief Minister Chandrababu Naidu expressed that India's development is being increasingly recognized by the countries worldwide. He pointed out that during his recent visit to Davos, his global acknowledgement was clearly visible. He highlighted how the focus has shifted from IT to AI, with India at the forefront of AI technology. Naidu emphasized that India's reputation is growing globally, and by 2047, the country will be regarded as a developed nation. He also noted that global warming to align with the goals of developed India. Furthermore, he mentioned that significant changes in the tax reforms and growing interest from investors in India.
Also, if you come back to yesterday's budget, people are thinking narrowly. Even if you see the budget, it is almost all reflecting 2047 Vikasit Bharat. The principles, if you see here, 4 growth engines proposed by the Finance Minister: agriculture, MSME, investment and exports will be the game changer for Indian economy. India is going to become and also will become global hub for food security. MSME, yesterday what she mentioned, it is a game changer as on today globally. Indians are doing extremely well. If you see here, first mover advantage in technology, demographic dividend. Because of demographic dividend, Indians are becoming entrepreneurs globally. This MSME policy will give a new hope, and also it is a game changer altogether. And also if you see investment, very crucial, not only government investment, how to bring private investment, what are the new models we are going to emerge. In economic reforms, if you can go through back, because of economic reforms, we are able to do PPP model, public-private investments. There is a total sea change in infrastructure, either roads or airports or ports or communications sector, especially bandwidth, connectivity, everything. Today, again this policy, investment policy, it is going to impact big way. New models are going to come. Not only PPP, viability grant funding, and so many creative things are going to happen. With this, again, huge investment is going to come in all these sectors. Tax reforms I have seen, taxation, financial sector, power sector, urban development, mining, regulatory. I remember very well, first regulatory commission has been set up by Andhra Pradesh government in power sector reforms. At the time, nobody knows what is regulatory commission. Then every department has come regulatory commissions now. Airport, airlines, our insurance, everywhere it is happening now. And also government efforts to accelerate growth is one aspect, and also secure inclusive development. That is where zero poverty. We are proposing now P4, public-private people's partnership, not only eradication of poverty, how to bring last mile up for others. Even today we are facing the problem that this budget is going to give inclusive growth rate. And also here top 10 principles, broad areas they are focusing. You can see one is Garib, pro-poor, youth, that is the power. Third one, Annadata, farmer, going to supply food for the global community, and women empowerment, Nari. These are all 4 sectors government of India is doing, is focusing. That is the potential sections. Even if you see here improving agricultural growth and productivity, that is the huge chunk of land, and also maximum population, even today 60% of population are dependent on agriculture, thereby global warming.
Former Minister and BRS Working President K.T. Ramarao approached the Supreme Court seeking the disqualification of the defected MLAs in Telangana. A bench consisting of Justice B.R. Gawai and Justice Vinod Chandran heard the petition filed by K.T. Ramarao, the senior advocate R.R. Ramasundaram representing the BRS in the case. The Supreme Court combined K.T. Ramarao's petition with a previously filed petition regarding the disqualification of the defected MLAs and clarified that all related petitions would be heard together on Jan 10th. The hearing was postponed with the previous petition to be considered along with K.T. Ramarao's. A couple of days ago, Supreme Court made critical remarks about BRS MLA Padi Kaushik Reddy's petition on the same issue and expressed frustration towards Telangana Speaker for delaying a decision on disqualification of the defected MLAs. The court questioned how much more time the Speaker needed to take the decision and whether it would be made before Legislative Assembly's term ends. A devastating jet crash in busy Philadelphia neighborhood left 7 people dead and 3 in critical condition. Mayor Shirley Parker confirmed. The crash also injured 22 others, with 5 still hospitalized. The impact caused extensive destruction, significantly damaging at least 11 homes and several businesses. Emergency responders rushed to the scene, working to rescue survivors and contain the damage. Authorities have launched an investigation into the cause of the crash, while local officials are providing assistance to the affected families and businesses owners. The tragedy has shaken the community, with residents expressing shock and grief over the loss of lives and widespread destruction.
Some of the information that you are going to hear is repetitive. You've heard it before, but we are being very intentional during this time about making sure that we reinforce the facts, because there is so much misinformation about the issue on social media, and we want to make sure that all of those impacted benefit from the same facts that we as the city of Philadelphia have. We can also confirm that there was at least one other person who perished, and that was the individual I referenced who was in the car, and there were additional victims who were injured and they are being treated. We talked about it nearby hospitals, but that number has now increased to 22. 5 of the victims remain hospitalized currently, and 3 of them are in critical condition. We have not, out of respect for their families and their loved ones, shared the names of any of those who have been impacted. Way back, machine. Some of the information that you are going to hear is repetitive. You've heard it before, but we are being very intentional during this time about making sure that we reinforce the facts, because there is so much misinformation.
A series of large explosions rocked the northern occupied West Bank as the Israeli army carried out a demolition operation in the Jenin Refugee camp, targeting buildings it claimed were used by Palestinian militants. The military stated that the structures were being utilized as operational hubs for armed groups and posed a security threat. The explosions caused the significant damage, with smoke and debris filling the air, further intensifying the tensions in the already volatile region. Residents reported hearing multiple blasts throughout the night, and local health officials expressed concerns over the potential casualties and displacement. The operation comes amid ongoing clashes between the Israeli forces and Palestinian armed factions, with Jenin being the frequent flashpoint for violence. Rajya Sabha MP Swati Maliwal recently collected water from the Yamuna River as a part of symbolic protest, and along with the women of Purvanchal is set to head to the residence of AAP National Convener Arvind Kejriwal. This act highlights her concern over the pollution of the Yamuna River and urgent need for action. Maliwal's move is called for the greater attention to environmental issues, particularly the severe degradation of the river, and is expected to garner attention for the cause. By involving the women of Purvanchal, she is also drawing attention to the broader impact environmental concerns on local communities.